Welcome to AI Brief, episode 161. Today we're doing a deep dive into the latest AI development.
We've got some really interesting updates lined up.
Absolutely. We'll be looking at Meta's plan for a fully automated AI ad platform.
And Microsoft offering free access to OpenAI Sora, which is pretty significant.
Plus some fascinating research from Sakana AI on, believe it or not, AI agents improving their own code.
Yeah, and we'll also cover other key news and some trending AI tools for productivity. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up, Meta. They're making a really big push in advertising with AI. Advertising is, well, huge for them already.
It is, and the report suggests they're aiming for a 2026 release for a system that basically takes humans completely out of the loop for creating and managing Facebook and Instagram ads.
Completely out. So how does that even work? What does the advertiser do?
Well, the idea is super simple on their end. You'd essentially just provide a product image and set a budget. That's it.
And the AI just figures out the rest, the visuals, the copy, who to show it to.
Exactly. The AI would be responsible for crafting the visual elements, writing the ad text, selecting the target audiences really precisely, and even managing where the ads get placed, all in real time.
I can see the power in real-time personalization there.
Oh, definitely. Think about it like a car ad. The AI could show someone browsing near mountains these beautiful scenic shots.
Right.
But then for someone in, say, New York City, it could automatically switch to showing, urban driving scenes, all based on data it has access to.
So who's this really for? Sounds like something maybe only huge companies could use.
Actually, it seems the main target might be smaller companies, the ones that, don't have big marketing departments or agency budgets.
Ah, okay. So the promise is professional ads without the high cost or needing lots of expertise.
Precisely. Efficiency and results for brands that might otherwise struggle to compete on that level.
And why is this such a big deal compared to other AI ad tools?
Well, it's the scale of the automation. We've seen AI help with bits and pieces like copy suggestions or targeting optimization, but this is about automating the entire process end to end, taking human hands off the wheel completely.
And given advertising is, what, something like 97% of Meta's revenue?
Yeah, it's the vast majority.
So this isn't just a side experiment. This is absolutely core to their AI strategy.
Absolutely fundamental. It shows how much they're betting on AI to handle really complex, traditionally human-driven tasks in their most vital business area.
Okay, let's switch focus a bit to video generation. Microsoft's made a move with OpenAI's Sora.
Right. They've launched something called Bing Video Creator. It basically integrates Sora directly into the Bing mobile app.
Letting anyone just type in text and get a video.
Pretty much, you can create short videos from text prompts. And the big news here is the access model.
Which is?
Free to start. You don't need a subscription. You get, I think, 10 fast generations a day.
Fast generation.
Yeah, meaning quicker processing. Plus, you can do unlimited slower generations if you don't mind waiting a bit longer. And you can earn more fast credits through Microsoft Rewards, too.
Where can people actually try this out? Is it everywhere?
It's currently rolling out on the Bing mobile apps, so iOS and Android. They have said they plan to bring it to desktop and Copilot search down the line.
Are there catches, limitations?
For now, yes. The videos are vertical format, only, like for TikTok or Instagram Reels.
Makes sense.
They're also capped at just 5 seconds long.
Oh.
And you can only generate, I think, up to 3 videos at the same time.
Okay. So Sora's obviously made a huge splash initially, but then other models like Runway and Pika came along and seemed really capable too. So why is putting this version on Bing significant?
That's a good point. Sora's had massive hype, but yeah, others have really pushed forward. The key thing here is accessibility. Most powerful AI video tools cost money or have credit systems. Putting Sora, even this limited version, onto a huge free platform like Bing, well, it just exposes millions of new people to AI video creation. It's lowering that barrier to entry dramatically. For many, this will be their first time actually using this kind of tech.
Interesting. Okay, now for something that feels a bit more futuristic, maybe, this research from Sakana AI and UBC, AI improving its own code.
Yeah, this one is really something. They call it the Darwin Gödel Machine, or DGM. It's an AI agent specifically designed to rewrite its own code to get better at tasks.
And it actually works. How much better does it get?
Apparently quite a bit better. They reported performance improvements of up to 150%, achieved autonomously. So the AI is figuring out how to upgrade itself without explicit human instructions for those specific improvements.
150%. How does an AI even figure that out?
Well, it starts off as a pretty sophisticated coding assistant.
Right.
But instead of just helping a person, it turns those abilities inwards on its own structure. Over time, it discovers and implements things that help it perform better. Like it develops better internal tools for editing its code, it creates a kind of memory to avoid repeating mistakes, and even sets up something like a peer review process for potential code changes.
And this actually translates to better scores on coding tests.
It does. On standard benchmarks, like SWE Bench, its performance jumps significantly, from around 20% accuracy up to 50%. On another one, Polyglot, it went from 14% to over 30%.
The name Darwin Gödel Machine sort of gives it away, right? Evolution and self-reference.
Exactly. The Darwinian part is the evolutionary approach, trying changes, keeping what works, like mutations and selection. It even archives promising changes that didn't work immediately. And the Gödel part relates to that self-referential aspect, the system acting upon itself.
Was this success tied to the specific base AI model they used? Or is the self-improvement technique itself the key?
That's a really interesting point they made. The researchers showed that these self-taught improvements worked even when they swapped out the underlying large language model. So the DGM's ability to improve itself seems somewhat independent of the specific AI it's running on.
Wow. So what's the bigger picture here? Why is this potentially so important?
Well, most AI today is static after training. It only gets better when humans retrain it or release a new version. DGM points towards systems that could potentially learn, adapt, and, well, evolve on their own long after deployment.
Which could speed things up massively.
It could accelerate AI development way beyond what we can manage now. But, it also brings up some pretty complex questions about control and oversight if systems are becoming more autonomous and self-improving.
Definitely food for thought there. Okay, let's shift gears slightly and run through some other notable AI news from today.
Sounds good. First up, Character AI. They're super popular for chatbots. They've now opened up access to their new video model, Avatar FX, for everyone. You can make them 5 clips a day.
Part of a bigger multimedia push for them?
Seems like it. They also mentioned new features like scenes for interactive stories and streams, where AI characters actually chat with each other, which sounds kind of wild. They have huge engagement, so they're clearly trying to keep that lead.
Right. And speaking of wider impacts, PwC released an analysis looking at nearly 1 billion job ads, trying to figure out AI's real effect on the economy.
Yeah, they dug into the data. One interesting finding, maybe a bit concerning initially, is that sectors adopting AI faster actually showed slower job growth compared to sectors less exposed so far. And that sort of aligns with another study that found about a 19% drop over 3 years in listings for jobs AI can significantly help with or even do parts of.
So AI is impacting jobs, but is it just about reduction?
Well, that's the nuance. The PwC analysis also stressed that AI is creating new economic activity.
Yeah.
It's not just about cutting jobs. It's often used to make existing workers more productive, create more value.
Okay.
And here's the counterpoint. Even though overall job postings dipped last year, listings specifically asking for AI skills actually grew.
So demand for people who know AI is increasing, even if other roles are shifting.
Exactly. The thinking is you need AI-savvy people to stay competitive. They found about 2% of all job postings last year explicitly mentioned needing AI expertise, which sounds small, but across nearly 1 billion ads.
That's a lot of jobs. Okay, let's quickly hit some other headlines.
Okay. Reports suggest Samsung is talking with Perplexity AI. Could mean integrating Perplexity's platform into future Samsung devices.
Interesting. And Play AI open sourced something called Play Diffusion.
Yeah, it's for audio in painting, basically, precisely modifying parts of audio, like a voice, without messing up the surrounding sound. Could be great for editing.
Captions launched Mirage Studio too.
Right, for generating hyper-realistic videos with AI actors. Seems aimed at quick content creation and marketing stuff.
IBM announced Watsonux AI Labs in New York City for enterprise AI, and they also bought a data analysis startup, Seek AI.
And the US FDA launched ELSA, their own internal AI platform to speed up clinical reviews. AI moving into regulation.
X is rolling out X-Trap messaging with audio-video calls, file sharing, supposedly strong encryption, aiming at WhatsApp and Telegram.
In music, looks like Universal, Sony might take ownership stakes in AI music platforms Udio and Suno to settle those lawsuits.
Bloomberg reported Apple's WWDC might be lighter on big AI reveals than expected, maybe pushing major stuff to 2026.
And Intel and SoftBank are forming some memory for a new AI chip using potentially half the power of rivals. Efficiency is key.
Lastly, Salesforce acquired MoonHub, an AI recruitment tool company. More AI in HR.
Phew, that was a lot.
It was. Okay, to wrap up, let's highlight a few trending AI tools that might be useful for you listening.
Sure. 11 Labs updated their conversational AI to version 2.0, aiming for even more natural AI voice agents.
Google Edge Gallery helps deploy AI models across different devices, mobile, web, embedded systems.
Anthropic released open-source tools called circuit tracing, which helps researchers actually see how AI models are thinking, sort of peering inside the black box.
Intology's Zochi is billed as a PhD-level AI agent for complex tasks.
Avito turns ideas into videos and can autopilot posting to YouTube or TikTok.
Rightgenic focuses on generating longer documents, like project plans or business reports.
Sent offers a unified messaging API to help businesses reach customers on their preferred channel.
Directify helps build professional directory websites quickly.
And TurboScribe is designed for fast, accurate transcription of audio and video files.
All right, so that brings us to the end of this deep dive. We covered a huge amount today, from Meta potentially automating the entire ad industry
To AI learning to improve itself, which is mind-bending, plus all those other updates and practical tools.
It really shows how fast things are moving across the board in AI. It makes you wonder, as these tools get better, maybe even learn on their own, what skills become most valuable for us humans?
That's definitely the big question for the near future.
Well, thank you for joining us for this AI brief deep dive. We really hope you found it useful.
If you did, please consider following AI Brief wherever you get your podcasts.
And maybe share this episode with a friend or colleague who might find it interesting. Until next time.